Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. And we're here with Shadow Hunter Mutumba and Krag'wa the Huge, the frog Loa that we were actually able to successfully rescue. Huzzah! It's so good not seeing these guys either dead or having to kill them. And it looks like he has a mission for us as well as Mutumba. Let's see where they're going to take us now.
Don't be shy.
Well done, Swindlegear. Before we left, I heard that Princess Talanji be headed to the Gloom Hollow. She should be there by now. We better be heading back. She would want to hear a tale of your success.
Report to Princess Talanji on your success.
Bye-bye now.
The princess wanna hear a report straight away. Best not keep her waiting.
There are other frogs who seek to disturb my frog, or other forces who seek to disturb my frogs. The vile Naga attack my shores and drain my frogs of their magic. They seek to use my followers as a feast for their thirst for mana. It must be stopped. A powerful shadow hunter named Nerez is currently fighting them. You must go aid her and stop the Naga from feasting on my frogs.
Meet Shadow Hunter Nerez in the Upper Frog Marsh.
Until next time.
Okay, so that definitely explains the Naga that we saw earlier. So we can go ahead and maybe take care of them. Should we? Yeah, let's just go ahead and take care of this island, and then we'll head up and rendezvous with Patch on board the Libation and see what he wants us to do. Get into a little bit of goblin-fueled hijinks. More so than kind of already, since Swindlegear is indeed a goblin, in case you didn't know. And yes, indeed. Let us... Okay, we got dead Naga. Always a good decision. Must mean the Shadow Hunter is busy. Or has been busy. Yes.
Swindlegear, Krag'wa himself sent ya. By the Loa, I'd be blessed this day to have him recognize me. I need your help. These Naga won't get away with the filing these frogs. This be a real mess, Swindlegear. The Naga be draining the magic of Krag'wa's frogs to feed themselves. There'll be 3 frogs, Krag'wa's champions, that they be torturing as we speak. Take this potion. It be returning the power to them noble frogs. They deserve better than being drained by these snake bastards. I be staying here. The Naga got in some lucky hits on me. All me life I wanted to see Krag'wa, and I let myself get hurt by some Naga.
Rescue Kroldra the Wise, Wakgrug the Clever, and Wagshash the Bold. Vengeance of the Frogs.
The Naga here be led by a priestess, Zaldraxia. She be one that figured out how to drain the frogs of their magic. Zaldraxia be stopping at nothing to drain every frog here. Do what I could not, and kill this priestess. Show the Naga that Krag'wa ain't a Loa to be taken lightly. I be praying to Krag'wa for your success.
Defeat Priestess Zaldraxia.
Krag'wa's blessing be with ya. Sure Zaldraxia should mess with the wrong Loa.
Yeah, we'll do. Ooh, but first, I see some storm silver. It's early. Like blah, 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 blah. It's one of those situations where it tends to get worse and worse as it goes on. You have those days where you're sitting there like having a chat or trying to record something and just the words are not getting out the way you want them to, and you're thinking to yourself, am I having a stroke right now? Like, what's going on here? Oh, there's the vile scale monstrosities. And, Zep. Can you get away from the giant frog, please? And, oh, I just kicked you for no reason. Wave breaker. I think these guys may have a few different spells than the Naga that we're used to. And throw Nerez's empowerment potion to free Krag'wa's champions. Whoa. Okay. It's like I hear the and you get a mushroom in Mario. Now, we don't necessarily need to kill all of these Naga. That is not an objective of ours right now. However, we may have to do that a little bit later, but until then, because it wouldn't surprise me if we go over to talk to Patch, and Patch sends us down south. Yeah. Roguey efficiency. I like it. They're just kind of sitting there like,
What do we do? I don't know. Keep channeling. Maybe no one will notice. Ooh, treasure chest. What we got over here?
more resources. Blood magic ritual dish. Excellent. And we got one more frog and a high priestess to kill. And we'll see where the story goes from here. Is that... okay. Wagshash. Say that 3 times fast. Is right here. We'll throw the empowerment potion. Can I get some of these? Because, you know, these would be pretty handy going into dungeons and raids. Ooh, rare spawn. Lost scroll. Alright. Oh, there was also another rare spawn near that... wait, hold on one sec. Where were we? I think we were over here in this area, because there was a giant fish that we could kill. We'll see if we can track it down. I mean, if we can't find it, that's not a big loss. But it would be cool to get another rare spawn added to our collection. My Akbar senses are tingling. And hermetic sea slug. Eh? Oh, enraged water elemental. Can we get a shaman here, please? Because I remember in Legion, there were certain areas that if you had a shaman, you could... There would be like a very angry elemental, and you could attempt to like calm it down. And it was unique only to shaman. And that kind of stuff really makes me appreciate Legion now. But in terms of like the writing, I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to be for Warcraft. That'd be amazing if it's the case. But apparently the lead writer for Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red has actually left the company. The campaign for Cyberpunk is actually done. So that's the speculation, that the writer is done with his job and has got hired by Blizzard. So I'm curious what franchise he's actually going to write for. It would be awesome if he wrote for WoW, but I have a feeling he may be hired to deal with the damage done by Diablo. He may be hired to write a new Diablo game, which would be awesome, and those are a lot of frogs. Zap.
You have ruined everything. The frogs were meant to feed our magic for years. Impudent scum. Our people will finally have our magic sated. No more thirsts. All of your precious frogs will be caged, and they will live to serve our needs. I will not fail you, Queen Ashara. Krag'wa. We were so close.
Yeah, you know, but close only counts in horseshoes and goblin hand grenades. Alrighty. It doesn't look like there's anything else, so we'll avoid all the murlocs because that's just the key to a healthy and long life. Go to the Shadow Hunter and see what happens. Well, if you think of all the Blizzard IPs, Warcraft definitely, I think, needs a update on their writing, to tell you the God's honest truth, at least from stuff that I've noticed in this expansion. Overwatch doesn't really need it. Well, they could write for StarCraft too. That would be interesting. But I think, like, going, okay, I think we need a new Diablo game to put out this fire would definitely require a lot of oomph. And getting the writer for games like The Witcher, I think, would be a pretty good tool to have in the toolbox. I guess we'll see.
You did it! Krag'wa gonna be pleased with this. I be sure of it. With Aldraxia dead, the Naga should be leaving soon. You did what I couldn't, and for that you have me thanks. Krag'wa's blessing be on ya. I hoping soon he recognizes me devotion to him.
Ooh. Nares, you have proven yourself worthy to become my follower.
Krag'wa! It be an honor, but I not be deserving it. I couldn't stop the Naga.
Are you so proud that you would question towards whom I give favor?
No! Forgive me, Krag'wa.
Come to my burrow. There is much to be done.
I love that. Do you dare question who I am nice to? Well, let's head back to the burrow here real quick and see if... Who knows, maybe he got turned into a bunch of frogs. These things happen. Because the whole Diablo Immortal controversy, which was another Dr. Exoskeleton question at PAX, was, I mean, they should have seen it coming. I don't know if I've commented on this before for the series, but the thing that confuses me about it is, companies like Activision Blizzard want to make money. That's not surprising to me at all. What is surprising to me is all they could have done, all they needed to do, I think I have mentioned this on the series, is just announced that they were working on a new Diablo game and that the mobile game was going to basically be the precursor. That they were going to introduce stuff in the mobile game that would be used in the full game. And the full game could be years down the line, but just something to whet the appetite. And I think people at least would have been less mad at the mobile game. But the thing that really just kind of... What we got over here? Oh, Master Pet Trainer. The thing that really confuzzled me, more than anything out of that, is Blizzard normally has an IP for different genres. And what I mean by that is you look at Overwatch. Overwatch is an FPS style game. Then you have Diablo, which was an isometric, real-time action. You had StarCraft for your RTSs, and Warcraft too, but you have Warcraft to fill the MMO route now. There. Glotma. And basically, you had an IP for different genres, and with the Diablo thing, the Diablo Immortal, all I thought about is like, man, if you could have created a new IP specifically for mobile, maybe like turn-based strategy, which is something that Blizzard hasn't done before, and announced that, and people would have been excited about it. Like, even if it was a reskin of a Chinese mobile game, I think it had been packaged and given a brand new, given that Blizzard shine, it was so weird. Like, people are always going to look at the Diablo Immortal controversy now as probably one of the low points in Blizzard's history. I don't know. Like, angry video game nerd would say, like, what were they thinking? But I am slightly hopeful that with I don't know the guy's name, unfortunately. But with the Cyberpunk writer going over to Blizzard, I hope they treat him right and let him do some good stories. And I guess we'll just have to hold our breath and wait, or not necessarily hold our breath, but wait patiently, allegedly, to see what IP he actually writes for. And not even an upgrade for us. Glantma's Ring. But I think a good phone... I don't like phone games that are... Unless it's like a difficult, like impossible game, or the piano tile game, or something where you have to like focus and move fast. I'm actually more of a fan of turn-based stuff, such as Elder Sign Omens, which I actually played as a mobile game first before I did it as a series on the channel, and I still actually have it on my phone too. But I think a turn-based game would have been something new, and something that a lot of people who even follow Blizz, or even are critical of Blizz, would be like, huh, I wonder how they're going to do it. Like, what's the world going to be like? And it's like, a lot of people are critical of Activision Blizzard, and rightfully so. But I still root for them, if that makes any sense. You gotta root for the game company. Like, I was upset with Lucasfilm for a lot of the Star Wars stuff back in the day, with what they were doing with the prequels, but before the prequels became really popular for meme content. Hello there! But, I still like them. You don't want to be one of those people that hate what you're supposedly passionate about. There's got to be some sort of balance. Be critical? Yeah, but don't hate them. Wayward Shoals, because if you hate them, what's the point? Oh! Grabathon. And I guess that was the libation right there.
No! Let's make it off with our Raymond. Our wages are gonna be garnished for the rest of our lives if we don't get it back.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you. Patch, the Gob Squad.
What's the plan?
Our mission is a disaster. A complete disaster. We were about to drop anchor when Naga swarmed the ship. The battle was hard, but we had the upper hand until a sea giant came out of nowhere. It beat the ship harder than a foreman beats a lazy peon. Don't worry, Swindlegear. We'll get this plan back on track. But first, we need to get the crew together. Our mission is dead in the water unless we move fast. I found the perfect spot for a new base. While I secure the location, I need you to rescue the team and bring them back. We've trained for this 1,000,000 times. Just direct them toward the rendezvous point and they'll find the way. We don't have much time, so let's go.
Locate and rescue the missing members of the Gob Squad.
I love it when a plan comes. There's a hidden spot over on the other side of these ruins that would make a perfect base of operations. Tell the team to rendezvous there.
Yeah, we'll do.
Ready to roll out.
Look, the boss might be keeping a level head here, but we should show these Naga what happens when you mess with the Gob Squad. Don't you agree? The Naga are sending their behemoths to destroy what's left of our ship. Why don't you take my rocket launcher and make an example out of them? That'll send the message loud and clear.
Use Ticker's rocket launcher to slay 4 vile-scale behemoths. Ooh. 286. If that procs, that'll be actually a really good upgrade for us, trinket-wise.
Later.
Well, we have our orders. Go ahead and swim through the seaweed here. And what's this? Krubs. Is Krubs a giant crab? I would assume Krubs is a giant crab. Let's see if I am accurate in this assumption. Oh, might be a Naga. But it's weird to have a Naga that's not called, you know, something of that particular nature. Injured sailor. Zap. Okay, where's the entrance? Ah. Dun 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 dun. Ah, it's a giant crab. Huzzah.
Krub's the Iron Shell.
First of his name. So, I don't know, I don't think I talked about this a lot during the last video, but I just made a post about this on Twitter, and I thought that you guys would like to hear about the top 5 games that I actually played at PAX South. Stuff that I'm actually looking forward to potentially be playing on the channel. So, these are in, like, no particular order, but the first one is a game that is being published by Digital Devolver called, or is it Devolver? Yeah, I think that's the name of the company. It's called Katana Zero, and it seemed to be like this action platformer, kind of stealth-based game, and not necessarily stealth-based. Stealth is definitely something you can do, but it has kind of a cyberpunk neo-noir vibe to it, mixed with a samurai film and some amazing music. And that is definitely something I want to be checking out. And, ooh, got a Forsaken Sailor. Taking out these guys. Huzzah. Yeah, fight the good fight. Another one is called... Wait, Satchel of Blood Oranges? Goblin Gentleman's Magazine. Woo! Hey, you know what? I think I'll just be holding on to that for safekeeping. So we had Katana Zero, we had Discordance, which is a top-down cyberpunk stealth game. That was probably the one that I enjoyed the most playing because I was so surprised with how good it was. It seemed right up my alley. So I'm looking forward to giving that a shot. Okay, Newt has been freed.
Oh, I thought I was gonna suffocate in there. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's a sapped shark right next to you. Let's see. Katana Zero, Discordance, Shadow's Kiss, which is a vampire MMO that I have seen them working on. They were at the first PAX I ever went to, I believe, a few years ago. And they've been working on it really hard, and it's very similar to White Wolf's World of Darkness, but very different at the same time. So that's really intriguing to me.
Speak. What secrets do you know of the temple?
Nothing to say. Good. A goblin that keeps its mouth shut. That's a rare find. To tell you the God's honest truth. Boop.
Thanks for saving my hide.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go find a shady spot. Got one more. Volt. Mine? The fourth game is... I will butcher the pronunciation of this, and I apologize. It's Gestalt Vanguard. It's a action platformer RPG set in like a steampunk world, and had kind of strong Metroidvania vibes to it. So if you guys go on my Twitter, I have like links to all the game developers, and it definitely seemed... I mean, all of these games seem a lot of fun. And let's go ahead and save Volt.
Thanks. I'll see you at the rendezvous.
That must be their rogue. And the other one was Rainbow Wonderland, which is a solo project done by one person. I was hearing them talk about it at their booth, that they've just been working on it. just by themselves. It's kind of like Sonic, but it has three different characters who play very differently, and it's all gravity based. So the gravity shifts for the entire level, and then you have to kind of move around it. I hadn't really played a game like that before, and it seemed, in that style at least, and it seemed like a lot of fun. So just so many talented people. But yeah, if you feel compelled to look at those games and see what they're about, and maybe get a preview of what will be played on the channel sometime soon, go ahead and go on my Twitter and check out those profiles. And where's the treasure chest here? Oh, I guess the giant cursed chest. That's what I was looking. I was looking for the treasure chest, not the... Yeah, anyway. The chest is locked tight, but with some effort you should be able to bust it open. Can't use lockpicking? What good is this anymore?
How dare you touch me treasure!
Captain McCullough. We haven't been introduced. I kind of dare anything. Boop. And fortunately, he seems squishy. Or not squishy, but vulnerable. As long as we interrupt the things we can actually interrupt, we'll be in good shape. Of course, that's true of any fight, really. Now, you better have your treasure on you. Or at least that box better mysteriously open after you die. Otherwise, we're going to have to break out the dynamite. Which I would like to do anyway. So, you know, either way. You're not going to be here to see it, though. Hate to break the news to you. And...
Me treasures!
You know what they say. You can't take it with you. Preserved foodstuffs. Fruitcake. And 273 trinket. Boo. We've got better. Well, now that the squad has been taken care of, let's go ahead and use this rocket launcher. Loose! See, empowering potions, rocket launches, why can't this be standard issue? What's wrong with these people? Stingy. Clear. Oh, we can't go track down the giant and use this either, can we? That's a shame. Eagle 1, Fox 2. And there we go. Use our rocket boots. Our rocket booster. What's it actually called? Someone mentioned this in the comments. Because I've always said boots, and it's not boots. It's the rocket boots are rocket jump. I think it's just a rocket booster. Oh, nitro boosts. Yeah. Set in my ways. Oh, wait a minute. They are all the way over here. Went the wrong direction. Now, how much you want to bet we're going to have to come back here and free some of these sailors? After the goblins are rescued, they're like, oh, you know what? We probably need to go back for these guys. You know, Sylvanas might be angry. But when is Sylvanas ever not angry? That's the question. Looks like there was a sizable fleet here that went boom. Not just the, Ooh. Flight point. Nice. The libation.
Great to see you all made it back in one piece. Thanks to Hey, there's the guy of the hour.
Hey, how you doing? And how you doing? Alright, so we got Ticker and Patch. Let's go ahead and turn these in and see where we go.
How you doing?
There you go. Let's have a moment of silence for the not so dearly departed. And done.
Right.
Goblin funerals aren't long.
Yo,
Everyone present and accounted for. Outstanding job.
overkill is underrated.
And now we've got tons of goblins requests. Good stuff. Alright guys, well it seems that Sully is definitely in his element now. So we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll pick it up with starting our adventures with the Gob Squad. At least the now complete Gob Squad. And see what we can... we see what hijinks and mayhem we can do. Because when there's always goblin quests, there's usually stuff to blow up. And we already used rocket launchers, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to be able to do with that big giant that stole the thing. But hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.